Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Now enough talk, let's get to code. So I have created a small repo with a small form, something as simple as this. And I have uploaded to the GitHub so that you can download it and follow along with me from the same code base. In the repo you will find two branches. One is the starting project, and this is the one I would like for you to download so that we can start from the same base. The other one is the final result, and this final result is going to be updated on on a module basis. As long I'm gonna be updated as long as we are moving on with this tutorial, so that you can have always the updated code. You can compare it to your own code if something goes wrong, and you can always get to me in the comment section on YouTube. I will have the link to this repo and down below in the search in the description. Sorry, in the description of the YouTube video. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how do you excuse me. I'm going to show you how to download this code. So you click on this one, you copy this, and yeah, I'm going to remove this. I would like to create a new folder, and I'm going to rename it React Hook Form, because this is what we are going to be having. Open with code. I really prefer to use the terminal of the Visual Studio Code. If you are using the regular terminal, that's okay too. So to clone it from the GitHub, I am going to write this command. It's git clone -b, and -b is for branch because I'm going to clone a specific branch, not the whole repo. Starting project is the name of the branch we want, and the right click is going to paste in the code or the URL we just copy it from here. And I'm just going to press dot because I want to clone it inside the same folder and not create a new folder. And here you go, it's cloning, and that's it. We have our code. Now for this code to be able to run it, you're going to run npm install. It's going to take a bit, so I'm going to pause my video and come back when it's finished. So hopefully now the packages are installed on your device too, and you can see this node modules folder right here. This folder, if this folder is here and this is successful like this in on my screen, this application is ready for the next step. So we are going to run it on our local host machine. As you can see, this is a create React app, so run npm start is going to run it. So npm start, and it's gonna take a minute. So we are going to start taking a look at our code. I'm using Sass. This is for style. It's a preprocessor of CSS. If you don't know what this is, don't worry. You will get the styles provided for you. We are going to be writing plain CSS most of the time, so nothing to worry about. What we are going to take a look now is our application. So if we open our app.js, we have a contact form right here and an h2 of the title. And if we take a look in our contact form, I click the control and my mouse left click if you're wondering. So right here we have a form, and I'm just displaying the input of this form, like in this div. In this form we have labels and inputs, and each input is if each input is connected to the state, you get the value from the state. We are using the hooks, so we are using use state, for example, the username and set username, just regular form data handling stuff. There are of course different ways you can do this, but it's going to be the same concept. So I just prefer to split them in different use state hooks. And this is a handle submit function. We just console log what comes from the form. So why do we need React Hook Form? Well, let me show you, because that's why I created this small div right here with these values. It's the values of each input. So for example, I'm going to start by typing the username, and I would like you to pay attention to this section below the form. So I'm going to say ahmed and delete and add and delete and add. And if you realize, every time I type a character, it shows down there. So every time I type a character, it shows as well in the input, because if we can take a look right here in the input, for example, username, or which any of these, the value is the username, which is the state in the user state hook. So each time I type a character, whether I'm showing it right here or not, I'm going to be rendering the DOM with each type and each delete. And maybe in a small application like this, in a small form like this, nothing matters. But in a big application, when you have a form of 3 steps and 3 pages, multiple inputs, maybe 10, and yeah, you will have them in these big applications. And you have a big application that's not running on something too small and too tiny of a code base like this. You will need every bit of a performance. And to be honest, if you give me an option to type, like these are 5, and now with each character right here, and right here I'm having a re-render, and right here and right here I'm having a re-render, that's not too much performant, is it now? So this is when React Hook Form, the package or library we are going to be adding to our React application, it's so tiny, is going to come into play. Because React Hook Form, and this is one of the many features provided to us, is that it re-renders the DOM one time, and this is on submit. It does all of this under the hood for us, but it runs on submit. So in this, before we are finished with this lecture, I'm going to show you how to add the React Hook Form to your application so that you are ready for the next video, so that we really start coding. Next video, no more talk, no more BS, just coding. So let's get to it. Before we start adding the library, I would like to point out that the package was updated lately this month to the version 7. Maybe when you watch it, version 7 is going to be more stable, but as of lately when I tried it, I felt like it's a little bit less stable. Not too many changes, but some changes. So until it's stable, I'm going to use version 6 for this tutorial. It's very stable, and when it's updated and more stable, I might update the playlist, add new videos, or just take on down the old. I would probably not take down the old videos. I would either make a new playlist or just update the playlist you are going to be viewing this tutorial through on YouTube. So and to be honest, I think version 6 is more used than version 7. We can check this by saying npm react hook form. I'm going to show you this step because you will also know how to install the version you want. So I'm going to click on the versions. They have like 700 versions or so. So if we take a look in the downloads in the last 7 days, this is the last version, and it's downloaded 14,000 times. Now the version I'm going to be using is the 6.15.5, and it's downloading nearly 100,000 more times. So I think this proves enough. This is enough proof for you. So you click on the version and you copy this. I think you get a gesture. You're going to add an ad and the number of version you want, so to speak. And you go in. I'm not going to turn off the server. People say you should, but honestly, I never had to, unless you're doing something, I don't know, maybe taking React off and updating the React version. So I'm going to write npm I. You don't need to write save anymore. It's going to be saved by default. And right click. Oh yeah, I already copied the whole thing. So right click, and it's gonna be pasted, and I'm just going to run it. I'm going to pause because it might take longer. Okay, hopefully now the package is installed in your application. You can find it right here in the package.json. Wait a second. Okay, yes, right here, 6.15.5. So I guess we are ready to start working React Hook Form. See you on the next video, and I'm very excited to start this journey with you. Thank you and goodbye.